Hello again, everyone. Hope you're well on this Monday afternoon. It is cloudy, kind of darkish, but it got up to about 67, 68 degrees here. Excuse me. So pretty nice. Got several things to cover today. We have wild weather. We've got more attacks from the left. We have wildfires in the south. Well, over a large portion of the eastern part of the country. I'll cover that. Also, where are you going to go? Like, dog, what are you talking about? Where are you going to go? Are you going to move? Are you in place for the duration on this earth? Or do you plan to move? Where are you going to go? Where can you go? Are you like us, where, when I say us, Miss Dawg and I, where we are... we're just trying to outrun it. We're trying to outrun the growth. And I don't know if that's possible anymore, but I'll go into that here in just a moment. But also have a very good passage I will share with you towards the end of the video that I don't believe I've read before. So I will go there here after a while towards the end of the video. So stay tuned for that one. It's a good one. So first, where are you going to go? I was writing down some statistics, and what got me going on this is two things. One is Ms. Dawg and I speak often. We talk often about whether or not we're going to stay put for the rest of our lives where we are right now here in Georgia, or are we going to make a move? And if we make a move, where are we going to go? We pretty much know the second part of that. We know where we're going to go, but we're not sure whether we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger. I mean, we're both 60 years old right now. And, there's a lot of factors involved, so, and we're in Georgia, we're in a extremely purple state. All right. And you have to wonder, Trump's in now for what, almost 4 years. So, if we're going to make a move, do we do it within the next couple of years? Within the next 2-3 years? If not, we're pretty much going to stay in place. And are we prepared? Are we going to be okay with staying in a purple? I believe it will turn blue. It's just a matter of time. It will be blue, no doubt about it. That's my assessment. Y'all might not agree, but we live in a very red county right now. We live in Jackson County, which is also the fourth fastest growing county in the nation, y'all. That's what got me going on this topic, because I read this in the local paper. I'm like, and I knew it was in the probably top 10, but dang, so I wrote down some statistics here. As far as the fastest growing counties in the nation over the last year or so, 2 years, almost all of the top 10 are in Texas. The only exception to that is Georgia, and South Carolina ekes in there. South Carolina, Virginia. But as far as counties are concerned, Texas leads the way as far as fastest growing. All right. Kaufman County, Rockwall County, Rockwall County, Liberty County, Chambers, Comal, and Ellis. All counties in Texas that are in the top 10. Fastest growing. Georgia, right there with them. Jackson County, the county we live in. And you didn't have to tell us that, really, because if you just drive outside, like our neighborhood, we're not necessarily around our neighborhood. We're kind of in a little quiet corner of the county for now. That's going to change. But for now, and just go a few miles up the road, and it's like, holy moly. We just went from semi-rural to absolute suburbanite. Okay? Absolute suburbs. Plus, okay? Because the growth of Atlanta Metro is not ceasing. It's not going to be stopped. It's just going to keep going. It's almost like a cancer. All right? And it's hitting us big time. Big time. Also in Georgia, the fastest growing counties in Jackson, where we live, and the other one, Dawson County, Dawsonville. Man, getting assaulted y'all. Dawson County. Woo! So yeah, they're number one fastest growing county in Georgia. We're right after them. Man, as far as just Georgia. Texas, good grief, Texas. They say the big reason is in Texas is technology, the growth of technology, educational opportunities, manufacturing, construction, so a lot of jobs. Understandable. It's very similar as far as Georgia too. Other states, South Carolina. What was that county? I might have written it down. I might have not. South Carolina, Jasper County. Virginia, New Kent. Those are both very fast growing. As far as other states that are fast growing, most are in the South and the West. Utah, Idaho, Texas, and North Dakota. Are all fast growing states right now as well, in addition to the ones I just mentioned. Another interesting statistic, it said that in the United States, 86% of the population live in metro areas. And the metro areas are growing faster, much faster rate than rural areas. That's very interesting. I believe the semi-rural areas are turning into metro areas, the suburbs. That's what they're turning into. Anywhere you go in North Georgia, I don't know about I don't travel a lot of other states, but anywhere you go, I don't care. You draw a line right through Atlanta on the map and go north, anywhere of that, really east or west too. And north, there's growth. Building like there's no tomorrow. Neighborhoods going up where a year ago it was dang pasture land, and it is amazing. And as soon as the concrete is being poured, they're selling those homes. It's crazy. People are coming in from all over the country and out of the country as well. And I know many of you could probably say similar from wherever you are. It doesn't matter where you are. It could be Oklahoma or anywhere, But I think where we are, Atlanta, is the real cancer. I say that halfway jokingly, but I know many of you that watch me probably live around Metro Atlanta, and I know a few of you live really close to us in the same county or really close to us. So, chime in. What do you think? I think we're okay for the moment, but we have to decide, Ms. Dawg and I have to decide if we're going to be okay with all this growth, even in the next 5 to 10 years, or where do we go? Probably Tennessee, probably East Tennessee. We have family there. There's some the places there around there that we like a lot, that we visit a lot, that we just really love. So Tennessee's growing too. Even though it didn't make this list, it's growing as well. So Florida also was on the list. So anyway, I thought that was very interesting. I wanted to share that with y'all. What do you think about it? Share your thoughts on that. Wild weather. We got massive wildfires, y'all, continuing to burn in the Carolinas. Homes, property are being destroyed, forcing evacuations, hundreds of acres. This is going on from New Jersey all the way down into the Carolinas, these wildfires. Dry conditions are making this worse. Little to no containment. We got an emergency situation. Table Rock fire started Friday and has grown to over 1,300 acres. We have a situation where North Carolina, especially in western North Carolina, where the hurricane Helene came through and did so much damage, they're in big danger too. Part of that is the debris that's been left over from Hurricane Helene is hampering efforts to fight these fires. That's such a disaster area. It's going to be for quite a long time. So fires are a big story this year. To me, they seem worse than usual. The weather seems very weird, more than usual to me. I know we're in spring, but still. And then I saw something a while ago that in our area in the southeast here, multiple states, multi-day event towards this weekend or over the weekend coming up here, Another round of really wild, threatening, severe weather. So I don't know what's going on. Let me know. My tinfoil hat is always on pretty firm, but there's something going on with that. There's got to be. Y'all, got to be. Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, warned Representative Jasmine Crockett. This Jasmine Crockett's a Democrat from Texas. Said, tread very carefully. This came days after that Democrat got attention from saying she suggested that Elon Musk should be taken down. That's just one in a long list of incitement. We get that. We got it from Schumer. We get it from a lot of them. It's almost daily. That happened days ago. And Bondi is finally coming out and warning her, haul her butt in, and Schumer, and at least scare them, put them down, sit them down, ask them some questions, haul them in, and say, what the deal? What's the deal? You're in trouble. This will continue. These little warnings like, oh, tread carefully. This is going to keep on. It's going to keep on. I'm still waiting for arrests. I'm still waiting on the orange jumpsuits from all the fraud they say is happening. Now, I was watching listening to, when I was driving around, a little piece of Trump's cabinet meeting earlier today. And Bondi was talking a little bit, and she said that they're investigating a lot of the fraud that's being uncovered by Doge. And she did make a point, and she said, we're investigating. We know there's a lot of waste and abuse, but the fraud we're concentrating on, and we're investigating, we're looking at charges. Okay. Still waiting on it. I know, do your thing, but something should come from all that. Absolutely. Where are the orange jumpsuits? Related to that, in Texas, now this is Austin, Texas, not surprising. In Austin, Texas, at a Tesla showroom, multiple incendiary devices were found. I'm not going to say the B word. Multiple incendiary devices were found in a showroom after an anonymous caller calls in to police saying this was the case. Police go, they find multiples of these devices. They say these devices were designed to cause maximum violence. They were able to recover them and without any incident, but they were very dangerous. And then the line that really incenses me in this story, it says, no arrests have been made yet. No arrests have been made yet. It's going to continue, and it's going to get worse. When they burn Teslas and the Tesla cars and the dealerships, it's just ironic because they say they're all for the environment. It's not about the environment, is it? It's not about the environment. It's about control. It's about burning down the establishment. It's about burning down one side, but not having a plan on what you'd put in place anyway. But it's not about the environment. It's about control. That's what it's about. And this will intensify. I'm just saying, this will intensify. No doubt about it. Let's see. Another story I saw was a South Korean automaker, Hyundai. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Hyundai announced that they will invest $20 billion in the United States, plus new steel plant in Louisiana. Hyundai is a big automaker. They make a lot of automobiles. They make a lot of trucks too. They're big with the trucks, the big trucks. I'm not talking about just pickups like this, but your big trucks. So that's good. I mean, I hope it translates into jobs and all that. I would assume so. I hope so. But two things: we need to see a crackdown on the violence, man. I mean, seriously, because we're in trouble if not. And then, because this is going to fly out of control. It's already out of control. And also with the, you hear about the Doge, you hear about the investments and this and that, and we're saving, I know it takes time. I'm being patient, and I'm still going to be positive here, but I'm going to say that if we don't, we need to see, for the folks, for the middle class, for the regular people, the working class, the middle class, lower middle, whatever, the people, the folks, need to feel some relief in some form or fashion soon. Soon. Throw us a bone we can chew on. Okay. It's especially insulting to have to pay taxes. We're at tax time, aren't we? Dawg and I were looking at it this weekend, like, it's especially seeing what we're going to have to pay. It's not an enormous amount, but still, good grief. It's especially insulting to have to do that after we're finding out more details about how much we've been ripped off for all these years, continue to be fleeced. It's just insulting. It's sickening. It's sickening is what it is. That's what it is. So that's why I say Mr. President, we need to feel a bone. Throw us a bone. Some kind of relief. I would say we're heading into April here. If something is not felt, because we know, man, food prices ain't gonna go down. That's a pipe dream, y'all. That ain't happening. Unless there's some kind of huge energy saving somehow to where fuel just drops through the floor or something like that. I'm not an economist. That is just my thoughts. But stuff's not gonna, the price of food, automobiles, gasoline, there's no hint of them going down right now. And I don't think they are. But there's other ways to relieve the pressure valve, somewhere else in our cost of living. The cost of living. If some relief isn't felt, I would say by, end of the summer, as we're going into fall, or especially by the fall, winter, by the end of this year, then I'm going to start having serious concerns about midterms. Because before you know it, we're going to be in midterms. And the Republicans, they better get on the stick, because if not, they will lose. They will not hold their majority. They barely really hold it now. So that's what we have ahead. So I'm going to go to a passage because it usually makes me feel better. Okay? All right. Share your thoughts on these things. We're going into 2 Peter, y'all. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9 says, "The Lord is not slow about his promise, as some count slowness, but is patient toward you, not willing for any to perish, but for all to come to repentance." The Lord is not slow about his promise, as some count slow. So he's not on our schedule, y'all. As you probably know, probably preaching to the choir here. He's not slow about keeping his promises. They're going to be kept on his timeline, by his schedule, at the perfect time. That's the bottom line. We can't God is never late. God is never wrong. His ways are not our ways as we understand them. Not always, right? They might be sometimes. We don't know. But the main thing is he will keep every promise at the perfect time. That's the bottom line. All right. It's not like he forgets and says, "Oh yeah, about that." No, not the case with him. All right. So anyway, again, share your thoughts on these things. Let's keep our preparedness, because as I said earlier, man, the prices aren't going down, y'all. Not anytime soon. If they are, as with just about anything, whatever you're buying, like with automobile, the same as like with automobiles or whether it's appliances, whatever, they're more expensive and they're not as good a quality. the quality is not as good. Everything, it seems like anything you buy now is built. It's not built to last. It's built to sell, right? So we need relief. We do. A lot of people do. A lot of people are hurting. They've been hurting. They've just been doing. They've been trying to get through it. Anyway, I'll ramble here. So anyway, share your thoughts. Hit the like button if you like the video. It helps us out. Appreciate it. Stay close to Jesus. Stay in prayer. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.